Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Kimberly Xavier and I'm with Jaya Grocer. And today I'd like to share with you a story about what happens when tradition meets technology and how a great and powerful combination can actually change lives and transform customer lifestyles. That's the story of Jaya Grocer and Grab. But first, a quick introduction. So I'm actually the head of supply chain at Jaya Grocer, and I oversee procurement, our warehouses, as well as inventory management. I also lead retail strategy for Malaysia, for Jaya Grocer and its parent company, Grab. So, how many of you here have actually heard of Jaya Grocer before today? Oh, are you from Southeast Asia? And how many of you have heard of Grab? There we go. This is like a 1 to 10 ratio. So, Jaya Grocer's story actually started 17 years ago. They started as a small family business in Malaysia, focusing mainly on mass premium grocery retail. And now, they are actually Malaysia's leading mass premium supermarket. They're known for high quality and affordable goods. And so Jaya Grocer as a partner might seem strange, right, as to why Grab might have been interested. But actually, they are the perfect partner because number one, they had a very established brand. And two, they were known for quality, which is something that was very important for the grocery space. And three, they had ambition. So they knew, they were primarily an offline store, but they knew that online was actually where the real potential was. But it was very challenging as a small family business to actually grow. And Grab, on the other hand, is a completely different profile. So Grab is a tech company, right? And so we're known in Southeast Asia as a super app, mainly to mobilize passengers, food, and goods as well. But grocery is actually a very natural extension of this suite of services. And in Malaysia alone, the impact is huge. Grab services all by itself contribute to 10 billion ringgit, which is our local currency, which is 0.5% of the national GDP. So the impact here for us to deliver goods to Malaysians was huge. Even globally, today, big and mature retailers like Tesco and Sainsbury's in the UK, they struggle with e-commerce profitability, mainly due to high logistics costs. They're owning their drivers, they own their fleets, they own the software, and it becomes very challenging when you're trying to serve last mile customers. Whereas Grab is a tech company, right? CapEx light. So we focus on the gig economy model, and that enables us to really utilize thousands of drivers all across Malaysia to deliver these services to you. So this was a really great partnership. So our story was in 2020, independent of Jaya Grocer. Grab actually trialed out Grab Supermarket, where we opened a dark store, single dark store. We promised next day delivery. We zeroized the fees, and the demand for online grocery was incredibly strong. So we knew that the potential was huge. In 2021, when we started to have talks with Jaya Grocer, this moved very quickly, and by January of 2022, that's when we completed our acquisition of Jaya Grocer. That's where the work really began. So most people ask me, coming from Grab, what do we focus on? Because when you take a tech angle and you look at a traditional business model, it's not easy to decide where to begin. But our mission was actually very simple. We are here to look at modernizing the current grocery space. And that can be in any aspect, right? We're not just looking to set up some gimmick, to set up a self-checkout and say, hey, we've done our job. We're actually here to try and understand how we can make life better for customers, how we can make things more efficient for employees, how we can make the business run better, and so we can operate our business model more efficiently. So we focused on a couple of areas that were the main priority in the first year of acquisition. So the first one was e-commerce. This was a no-brainer, right? All about online groceries. How do we shape and grow the space? Before Grab, Jaya Grocer had a single dark store. It was very challenging to operate. Again, they own the drivers, they own the fleets, they owned the stores, and it was very tough to optimize. But post-Grab, what we did was we enabled our existing stores to become the hubs for where we pick our inventory. And so we immediately moved from a single point to 50 stores being listed on Grab, where anyone can open their app and it's accessible to all Malaysians. The second thing that we looked at was loyalty, because Jaya Grocer didn't have a membership program. And so we had no idea who our customer was. We have no profile, we don't know what they're buying, you just have receipts, you have no idea what the transactions are like. And it becomes very hard to serve your customers when you don't actually know what their profiles are. So we actually took them from 0 membership to 50% of customers having our Jaya Grocer membership, which is huge in the retail world. Even mature retailers actually are still at 70 to 80%, and they've taken 10 or 15 years to get there. So at the same time, we also made sure that, hey, we're not just pulling out all resources to focus on, the tech priorities. We also made sure that in retail, that our stores needed to continue to grow, right? We still needed to serve new customers across Malaysia. There are different states, there's different needs. And so we made sure that we were still serving new customers at the same time while we're growing this new business. So some of our game-changing moves for e-commerce first, we actually focused on 4 big priorities, and we were customer obsessed. So we always looked at it from the lens of the customer. Number 1, the main pain point for most customers using a traditional website to order groceries was always that they can't find the right items. They were always being pushed the same brand, or it was very challenging for them to identify a new item that they were looking for, right? So we use data to identify the top-selling SKUs, which are top-selling products, and we updated the list on GrabMart across all of the stores. So there was a standard top-selling list that everyone could look at. And fresh items were one of the most demanded items, right? And that's because it's challenging to do fresh items online. And so we really doubled down to make sure that fruits, vegetables, and meat, which were the core basic items that most people were looking for, could be found on GrabMart itself. So within a first few months, we actually launched this on GrabMart. Then the second thing was availability, right? So usually in traditional methods, most retailers would deliver from a single warehouse or a single store or maybe a couple of hubs. And that's very challenging for general Malaysians because you have to pay a very high delivery fee, or you've got only a certain slot that's a weird timing, it doesn't work for you. It's a huge pain point. So we onboarded all 40 stores at the time onto GrabMart, so you instantly have availability all across Malaysia. And we then extended to late night hours because most people actually only get home from work at 8 or 9 p.m. And so they only start thinking about what they need the next day at 10 p.m. And by 10 p.m., most of the shops are closed, right? So we started to extend that late night shopping hours to allow people to, hey, buy the last minute item, the snack for your son or your daughter that you need the next day. And the third and fourth problem, which is actually a big, big problem for most Malaysians, is the prices that you see online didn't usually match what you see in store, especially for promotions, or there might be a lag in the update, right, in what the price usually is. The last one is also that when you put your shopping list through, it's a pre-order in a traditional sense. And so by the time the retailer sends you your item, sometimes your critical item is out of stock. It could be you're looking to make chicken rice and the chicken is out of stock. And it's a horrible experience for the online platform. So we actually integrated our inventory, Jaya Grocer's inventory, with GrabMart. So now the customers see the exact same prices as what you see in store. You also see the exact same promotions as what you see in store. And you also see real-time inventory levels. So if that chicken is out of stock, you'll see that as you're building your shopping list, and you can decide what your alternative is going to be. Hey, maybe it's going to be fish, maybe it's going to be beef, right? And you don't have that level of disappointment where, hey, I've ordered this, it's coming, and then it doesn't come. And so we've really changed that experience such that the customer has built trust with us. And because of that, in that single year, we were able to really grow the business. Now, it's not just these, right? We also made sure that we made use of AI in our algorithms. This is actually a screenshot of our app. When you're adding something to your cart, just before you check out, we also try to share with you what others are buying, something you may be interested in. And so it's almost like you're browsing the store, right? You might have forgotten to put this item on your shopping list, but we're telling you, hey, actually, you might have forgotten this. You might have forgotten your vegetables, you might have forgotten your milk. So it helps to add on to the cart and it makes the experience even better. Lastly, don't you hate it when you ordered something and the wrong item gets delivered? That's actually what we solve for with the final piece of efficiency in store. So we have pickers in the store that's going around actually doing the picking for you. And sometimes it can be challenging when tuna cans have different flavors, right? And you might want those non-spicy, they've picked the spicy. And so with the handheld devices, we've actually increased the efficiency of our pickers. And so now they have a laser scanner on their devices that scans the barcode. And so it tells them that, hey, you've picked the wrong product. It's not the item. And so they'll go back and make sure that, hey, you've got the right items in your list. So this has been really efficient, again, building trust with customers. And the result is amazing. In the first year, we saw our e-commerce business grow by 10 times. And that's huge for us. In FY 2024 alone, GrabMart is now the core driver of revenue for our like-for-like stores all across Malaysia. And I love this photo because this is actually the entrance of our flagship store in Malaysia. And it really shows you how the branding of these two companies have melded, where Jaya Grocer is always obsessed with freshness. We're always showing you fruits and vegetables as you walk into the store. But at the same time, at the center of it is where the new business is, right? It's Grab showing you that you can get this freshness anytime, delivered to you anywhere. The second big game-changing move was actually on the membership. So earlier I talked about loyalty, figuring out how we serve customers, right? And so Jaya Grocer didn't have a membership, but again, being customer obsessed, we know people don't want another app. They don't want another card in their wallet. And so Grab, already being a pre-existing player, having their own loyalty program, we thought, hey, why don't we just launch the membership through Grab, right? You don't need to download a new app. Even on your first experience with Jaya Grocer, most people already had the app downloaded on their phone. And all you had to do was open it and do a quick scan, and that's it. You're a member, right? And so the beauty of this membership wasn't about, hey, we're sharing the app. It's not really about pushing people onto Grab, but actually it was more about putting all the rewards points into one program where people could then use it to claim other items in the ecosystem. And so you might usually spend 200 ringgit in your shopping bill, right? And that's a ton of points. But when you book a car, that's usually 20 ringgit. And so the number of points that you're accumulating there is very little. So with the 200 ringgit that you're spending and the amount of points you're getting back, you can then offset that for your rides, your food, and even groceries. And the earn and burn cycle was actually what got a lot of customers hooked into our loyalty program. So the experience was really good, right? You scan, you get points, and the customer would ask you, the cashier would ask you, do you want to offset your points? Miss, you've got 750 points. You can get 5 ringgit off your bill. And who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love free money, right? So it's an instant experience. It's a very positive experience. And because of that, in 6 months, we actually went from 0 to 35% adoption, just in that first 6 months alone. 35 as it is was already on par and had beat some of our other retailers in Malaysia. And by the end of the year, half of our customers were actually onboarded with us as a member. So we are now able to serve our customers very, very well. Okay, what's next? So on top of this, which are the more obvious points, we are also looking onto how we want to optimize for efficiency. So again, the mission is very clear. We want to modernize the grocery world. And so this is actually how we think about efficiency for the customers and also efficiency for our employees. So we're currently piloting Smart Trolley in one of our stores. And actually this trolley highlights where the products are across the entire store. So it's easier for the customer. They get to go in and out quickly. And with a single scan, they can actually make payment and leave the store. So it becomes a quicker experience, right, rather than a bit of a chore for some people. Self-checkout is also fully integrated with our membership. So because of that, now you can do the earn and burn cycle without a cashier. You can do it all on your own, and it's a very positive experience. We're also implementing AI weighing machines. So again, this is not a gimmick, but actually it's very, very useful when you have someone new as an employee who might not know the difference between different apples, right? They might not know the small difference between vegetables. So actually this has a camera where we are able to then identify what item it is. It proposes to the human, and then you can just select it. So it's used by both our employees and by customers as well. The last is electronic price tags, and I can tell you that it has saved us hours of employee time in the morning, just printing and replacing price tags on the store floor. And they can now focus on freshness, quality, and serving customers. So these are huge efficiency wins for us in Jaya Grocer. And in the next 5-year horizon, we are aiming for automation and AI to be in every touch point of the supply chain. So here, we're looking at inventory forecasting. We're still exploring how we're going to do this and who we're going to work with. We're investing currently into a large-scale automated warehouse in Malaysia, and this is going to be serving the whole of Malaysia. We're also looking to customize merchandising and planograms. And this, again, ties back a little bit to inventory forecasting, but it's actually about your sales predictions, understanding your customer needs, using our data to understand how we can tweak the merchandising without bringing the full suite of a few thousand products into a small store. Smart Trolley, again, helping customers be more efficient. And we're also looking to optimize our fleet. So if any of you here think that your solutions might be good, actually my team is here today, the supply chain team, they're sitting here. We're all wearing the red Jaya Grocer t-shirt, so please come and talk to us after this presentation. Very, very happy to discuss your ideas as well. Okay, so now that you know our story, I'd like to leave you with a quick visual of what the partnership between Jaya Grocer and Grab really looks like on the ground.
Welcome to Jaya Grocer. Established in 2007, Jaya Grocer is a local retail powerhouse committed to transforming the grocery shopping experience. Offering a diverse range of high-quality imported products, Jaya Grocer is dedicated to maintaining the cleanest, freshest and most customer-friendly shopping environment while delivering exceptional value. With over 30,000 products for more than 1,000 brands, Jaya Grocer has emerged as the ultimate destination for shoppers. More than 50 strategically located outlets, both offline and online, cater to the diverse requirements of consumers. Join us as we delve into the success story of Jaya Grocer, a brand that sets new standards in retail excellence. At Jaya Grocer, we are not just a retailer, we are a mission-driven company with a clear vision for the future. Our goal is to lead the way as the premier online to offline retailer, harnessing the power of our omni-channel capabilities to provide our customers with a shopping experience that's truly rewarding, fulfilling, and accelerating. Our vision extends beyond retail. It's about building a thriving community. We want our community to know I can get what I want whenever I need it, and we are committed to making that vision a reality. To achieve this vision, we are dedicated to offering high-quality yet affordable goods, facilitating seamless cashless checkout counters, and rewarding loyalty through our partnership with Grab Rewards. We are also excited to introduce our private label, Grab Signatures, adding a touch of exclusivity to customer shopping journey. At Jaya Grocer, our mission is simple yet powerful to provide you with the freshest, highest quality products at unbeatable prices, ensuring an enjoyable and hassle-free shopping experience. We are dedicated to building a stronger community through partnerships and collaboration while always upholding our core values, ensuring that every day we make your life easier, your meals tastier, and your community stronger. At Jaya Grocer, we are more than just a company. We are a tight-knit family. Our core value of growth, trust, teamwork, customer satisfaction, and integrity are the glue that bind us together in success. These values serve as the compass guiding our journey, and we invite each member of our family to embrace them. Our journey has been one of unity, trust, and continuous growth. Together, we are Jaya Grocer, a family that believes in the power of togetherness that thrives on shared values and the commitment to always
Thank you for your attention.